last time.
Okay, let's see. Last time started with, I believe it was mostly just a conversation in the kitchen, but God knows I can't recall what that conversation was about.
I don't know what it was. Might have been it.
Regardless. It started with a few different conversations. Most of the party talking in the kitchen. Oriana talking to, I was gonna say West Marches, and that's not it. The free marches. There we go. I found it. And getting kind of nowhere. And eventually just kind of leaving a huff, and then Alexander's like, "Hey, go find fucking Lana and just do it, you little bitch." And it's like, okay, fine.
Just skip over Shivir dying.
You know what? You're right. I should
have
skip that. No, he's super dead.
He won't be
Yeah,
missed.
you guys will never see him ever again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Buried, cold, and dead.
You'll never know Shivir's deep, dark secret. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, it's a good one. Oh, it's gonna be a good one.
Huh?
If it gets revealed, it's a good one.
Oh yeah, we discover Altani's last name translates to diamond, mostly because the jar's like, wait, hold on, that word means diamond.
Diamondius.
Makes perfect sense that he would know the word for diamond.
It's also the word for diamond in Swedish, diamant.
Oh, very
And
fun.
Italian.
That sounds very cool.
And probably Latin, and probably delineates into French.
Yeah,
That's
so it's
alright.
pretty close to French.
It's all
Yeah.
connected.
It's
Surprise.
all Roman.
Woo!
Let's see.
Romans all the way down.
All paths lead to Rome.
Talk to Isadora. Want to update on situation.
Or if it's Witcher 3, Nilfgaard.
Oh wait. Morgan shows up. Okay, that's where I'm getting the. Because I put she, but I didn't put Morgan's name. But I put Morgan's name earlier and I missed it. Okay. Most of the session boils down to a number of, I guess, late party guests show up and they have different interactions. One of them, the first one at least, was Morgan Haskett, or at least that's how she presents herself. She is here to see Isadora because there is very important information, I think, with both her and the people she was traveling with. Basically, in her realm of influence, there was something very important that Morgan wanted to check in on.
Yeah, one of her quote-unquote traveling companions was
That's what it was.
brain-seeded? Is that a fair way of putting it?
It's not the most inaccurate way of describing it.
What is a horrifying way to describe it?
A little bit.
Yeah. So they end up chatting. They go to visit Isadora, who's just in another part of the mansion. We don't have to get into details where that is exactly. That's just over there. That's Isadora's room. On the way over there, he reveals that he was working for, or Sajar reveals he was working for Lyle. She's like, okay, if Lyle trusts you guys, I trust you guys. And she reveals that her name isn't Morgan Haskett. It's Morgan. Oh fuck, what was her last name?
It is Morgan Haskett. That's a
Oh,
real
it is
name.
Morgan Haskett. What's the fake name she gave?
Morgana Harkin.
Okay, yeah, it's like close.
Meridia Harkin.
Meridia Harkin.
Meridia Harkin.
Oh, I have them written down. Oh, I just skipped words, I guess. Yeah, she introduced herself as one thing, and then reveals that her name is Morgan Haskett. And she's also a Special Watch agent.
Yeah, anyway.
Just don't worry about it. They go about their business, talking about what she's going to do, how to interact with her when she's doing her thing, all this weird stuff, and talking a little bit about psychic powers and shit. It's cool.
So Jar
Okay.
swore upon his name and power thrice that he would help if he is able.
Yeah. Not surprising, no one involved because it's related to Isadora. Of course he's going to help.
Well, if I'm being reductive about it, sure.
I don't mean it. I'm just saying, like, he has a passion for this person.
This is true.
Anyways, fuck. Oriana goes to find Lauren. Goes upstairs. Rickard. Not the other one. I was trying to remember the name of. Oh well. Rickard ends up pointing her towards a certain room. Goes in there. Lana's not there immediately, and it's like, okay. Where could they be? There's a locked closet over here. So they end up talking to the closet. and Lonin makes themselves known. They don't come out of the closet, but the two of them manage to talk a little bit about some stuff. What else? I think after that, yeah, that guy showed up. Oh fuck, what was his name? Deimos. There we go. I don't think he showed up immediately, but after that, I believe Deet and Silas were talking to Tertiana, which then overlapped into Scaevola because she was also there. Oh wait, no, it was Silas and I'll talk. Regardless, Silas went to talk to them and try to figure out what's going on with their family. And they both kind of agreed that this is a good learning opportunity for both Silas and Oriana. So Scaevola dips for a second, goes tell Oriana, like, hey, meet us downstairs, there's some stuff going on. Also, here's some advice for dealing with the closet child. Let's see. Yeah, here's a map. Oh, we also turned off the oh my god, when the fuck did that happen?
What happened?
There's always time to do work. That's how that happened.
How many
Wait, what am I
fucking
missing?
chairs
Wait a
is
minute.
this?
Oh, the
Uh,
big ass
barrels.
fucking table. Jesus
The
Christ.
Mondo table. That's probably like 5 tables put together.
Oh my god.
When you have a world that doesn't really follow the rules of physicality, might as well put it
Yeah.
to use, right? Put yourselves on the table. Now populate around you. There are not enough seats for all 50-some people, but not everyone even eats, so...
Yeah, fair. Oriana heads downstairs, meets up with Silas, gets kind of the lowdown of what Tertiana and Scaevola are saying, which is basically Oriana finds the, I want to say weak points. That's the easiest way to describe it, but it's also like the points of, let's just go with weak points. Keep it simple. And then Silas does something magical to, I don't know if it's disarm, but like more understand it, I suppose.
I thought I was
Oriana
supposed
goes-
to like reroute it or something. I think I wrote it in my
Along those
notes.
lines? Somewhere along those lines, I believe. Go inside. End up talking to Silas was the cover. What end up spying on the mother. Kind of comes off as I'm looking at her tits. Not good.
Oh
Red
yeah, that was
alert.
funny. That's very funny.
I feel like it only
You're
popped
just
up because it's just like
excited.
Oriana tries to make it not look like she's looking at her tits, and then got a 3, and it's like, oh no. That causes stir up. They left. About now is when Deimos shows up with a well, he shows up and then has to be invited in because that's definitely not a red alert, but let's not worry about that. He has something for Anushka. Anushka gets a shrunken head that just talks like Amber, aka it's basically a cell phone. And they go about talking and end up at one point going to whispers and talking about private things. Some private thing was happening over there. Not realizing how much more is left. I'm gonna try speeding up. Deimos ends up talking to Scaevola and Tertiana at this point, which in accordance also ends up talking to Silas Deet and Oriana. A number of people have to do fear checks to not be frightened even.
Mutant.
A lot of people fail that, which for a couple of us makes a lot of sense. And
I think I like
Deimos
Feared
is
better.
Feartant. Deimos is fucking weird, and his body moves like in independent sections. It's super weird, and he has like a red echo thing, and I love it.
I think you mean cool.
Weird and cool in this case. It's fucking sick. Yeah, basically we get the lowdown of just like, just don't talk to Deimos, and most of us like, yep, won't talk to him. He's fucking terrifying. There was one note of Scaevola apparently seemed panicked when he was talking to Oriana. It's like, oh, that's fun.
Didn't both Scaevola and Tertiana say don't talk to him?
Pretty much. Yeah, it was one of the few things we've ever heard them agree on. To be fair, we haven't seen them interact much, but that's beside the point. Actually, that is entirely the point. Whatever. Kat and Oriana, Silas, there you go. Silas and Oriana end up going around the back, bumping into Delvit as they're planning to go back inside and try and sort that whole thing out. And they're like, we kind of need distraction. And Delvin's like, I can help with that. Maybe, possibly, it'll be a thing. We also see that there was an open window over here, and he was hanging out in this room. I wonder what could have been going on at this exact location to cause him to bail out the fucking window. Huh, weird. Anyways. Yeah, so we go in here, and we start plotting and scheming. Delvin goes gets Blair. Blair comes back in. We tell them what's going on. They decide to help, and we kind of set up... They kind of set up this situation where Oriana has to apologize for being extremely rude, and during that moment is when she did the rest of the kind of aura reading, is what I'm gonna labeled it as in my book, to kind of find the other weak points. We end up finding all the weak points. Yay! Silas didn't get to do any magic-y thing with that yet, but like that's for later, I suppose. And then other stuff happened during all this. There were other things that were going on. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think Sajar and Alexander at the about nowish were in the living room area and were chatting. And incorporating the rest of the crew that were in that area. And just talking about I can't remember exactly, actually. This is the part where you guys pop in to help fill in the gaps.
Checking my notes real quick.
Sajar asks about blah 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 blah. Nightmare fell, Altani. Aspirants, Dispirants. That's a little too far. Where did it start? I remember it kind of... The point where we were like, hey, we need to bring in other people, mostly from Marshall's intervening, was people pointing out like names that didn't entirely like click, because it's like, what does that word mean? Like Benkoshi, I believe. Because they're like, hold on, where does that name come from? Because that's not a provincial name. That's not like exchanging or anything. And then eventually people figure out like, oh, it's like the old Nevros or Nevros.
Right,
So
that was
long.
just before I walked into the room, I think.
I thought you were there, but okay. I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, I arrived around that time.
You arrived around that time. Okay. And about then is when we're like, oh, we should gather everyone up. We then forgot to talk about that kind of concept. That was fun.
Yep. On something completely different.
Yes, the Inspirant thing. Or Aspirant thing, not Inspirant thing.
Is that when Amber got yeeted into existence, or is that?
Yes! About
Yeah.
there.
Yes. During
taking-
during our meeting, shall we say.
Yes.
Mhm.
Taking 2 steps back, there was one important thing. Alexander and Coulter had a duel.
Oh my god, yes! I forgot
It
about
was great. And there was so much cheating
winning.
involved. It was great. Alexander ends up winning, because of course. He's better than Coulter in every way. But the important detail there is that, from what I can interpret, it seems to have been like kind of like a sparking event for the for his aspirant stuff at the very least, which ties back into the living room discussion where we end up talking about all that stuff and kind of get a peek into that and what his manifestation of that kind of is, which was this fantastic, like, I don't want to say gladiatorial, but like a Roman combatant, like, I don't want to say Spartan-esque, kind of looking
If you
fella.
use Spartan as an adjective.
Yeah, but I don't mean like Spartan like sparse. I mean like Spartan like the warrior kind of thing. That kind of energy, like this big dude that's just kind of like a ghost image behind him. It's like, that's sick and terrifying. And we discover that if you're fighting things that are like nightmarish or Dreaming City related, sometimes you just can't hurt them because you don't have the aspirant capabilities and you don't have that kind of influence to actually do any damage. Which kind of
That's
ties
kind
in
of
with Sajar's
the lead up to the meeting. Sajar asked Marshall Neal about, hey, that combat situation my mom experienced, could you tell me about that? And then Marshall Neal was like, actually, let's summon everybody into this room and have a chat.
Let's have a little moot.
Yes.
Yeah. I think from there we just end up talking about the Spirant stuff and like what the Dreaming City kind of means and stuff like that. And Lambert ends up showing up, and a number of us can't see him at first. And then he just kind of materializes into existence. And he kind of provides an antithetical point to what Marshall is kind of saying, where Lambert's like, you need to just drop and abandon everything. Whereas Marshall's like, you need to sort everything out and fix it, or be prepared. because you might not be able to come back.
Yeah, don't go in with unresolved issues.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whereas like
And
it's the opposite.
Lambert saying, go before it's too late.
She'll sit over here, I guess. Beep. Beep. There we go. Sure, that's a good spot. Yeah, that was fun. Amber, like we said, did get yeeted into existence because Marshall was like, "Hey, do you want this the easy way or the hard way?" All right, cool. So Amber's just fucking here now, and we also have the shrunken head. I don't know who has the shrunken head. Does Amber still have the shrunken head? It doesn't matter.
I imagine it's just lying abandoned somewhere on the floor, like.
Just like on a desk.
I mean, you still have it.
Yeah. Ugh.
Gross.
Hold alt,
yeah.
and that's how you do it.
Hold
alt while you move it.
Yeah. Just put a bucket under it or something. Oh yeah. We got kind of like a talk to from Marshall about some deeper shit that was going on, and we all kind of got like not an audio flashbang, but just like this kind of like really painful like audio whining and like head fuckery as he's explaining things. It's like, oh, you're seeing behind the curtain kind of thing, and your brain doesn't want to do that. After such, Morgan comes downstairs, introduces herself properly, and Oriana and Anushka end up having a really weird situation
Oh my god, yeah.
where they kind of get
I love
another
that.
peek. They get kind of another peek behind the curtain in the form of Anushka sees a character that Kirsty made, and Oriana just kind of has a memory pop up of a time where she saw two kind of figures, which from the script of it is just me and Kirsty talking about, hey, what if our characters were like correlated in a
Yeah,
way?
it's like, hey, our characters are awfully similar to our old ones. Should we like be dicks?
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, hold on, we just swapped characters. Wait a second.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. And it's just like, how do we explain this to people?
Mhm.
We'll just save that for later. And then
We'll
later
just
was
go
on
to this
dinner.
lovely alcohol cabinet. Yeah.
Like, hey, cheers, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Control this? No, I don't. And yeah, that's kind of where it stopped because we were getting ready for dinner and Jeebus Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a big one.
Oh, no.
Honestly, I think I
Scabol's
have enough
fucking
seats.
edgelord in the corner.
I think I have enough seats.
Damn, okay.
Oh.
Nice.
1, 2, 3.
And there are a few
There you
people
go.
that aren't sitting down at the dinner table yet, but you know,
14, 15, 16,
and there's some people that aren't sitting at the dinner table yet. So you know,
Yeah, I'm coming.
also you guys are in charge of these people as well. So
Well, I have no control of Chedamir, unfortunately, so.
wait,
Did you just, like, not give me...
should have said so.
That
Oh,
was
okay.
a no.
But you have
I know
control
that,
over
I'm
it.
assuming it's Danny. What?
Yes, I do.
Oh, now
Yeah.
I do. Okay.
One of them is Noah. One of them is Danny. Choose which one wisely.
Mm-hmm.
That one's a no, that one's Danny.
Very good.
Yeah. Did I send you that with the token border opaque like that?
No, I made these.
Ew. Oh, right. I just sent you the art, didn't I? Okay.
For what?
For Chedamir.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Noah.
No. Sorry, I didn't signal that at all. Yeah. Let's say
Where
that.
to
That's
sit? Where to sit?
Oh, is that Chudimir?
yeah, the redhead one.
Oh, okay. Different environment.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's sit here.
Okay, I'm gonna actually
Oh
change.
wow, the
things.
map just blinked for me.
Wait, hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna. Where would? I'm trying to think. Because Chedamir and Anella are probably gonna sit like right next to each other, but I don't know if Danny would also want to sit next to Anella.
You probably would.
Okay, in that case,
That's hard that I should sit with Lyco.
I'm gonna boot. Oh, right, I forgot about that.
Wait, Lyco's at the table. Fuck.
Don't worry about that. That's a future problem.
Wait, we like
Problem-
No, Lyco's not at the table.
There was
Where's Vaso?
Anyway. Where is Vaso, anyways?
I wonder where.
hiding, most
bedroom.
likely.
I guess we'll
Oh.
never know.
Huh.
We'll never
It's not
know.
as if he's like in the middle of the screen or anything.
Yeah, no, he's
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
not just hanging out in the hallway over there. Okay.
Monster at the bottom of the screen. Leave me be.
No, I won't, in fact. Okay.
Ugh.
So the strategy over here is I moved Oriana from over here to over there, so that then there's 3 seats here, and then we could just have, like, Chedimir, Anella, and Danny. Because that's also next to Owen. So I imagine they're just catching up. And then these two go somewhere. No. You fucking
Kidding.
cat. Just picks you up and just tosses you out of the chair. Oh.
No,
I think Amber's run off somewhere then as well.
I wonder where.
I know. I wonder where. Where could she possibly be? Oh, yeah, she's in that bush.
But
She's
she-
gonna lean against the post because there's not one behind her. Technically,
Right,
so.
they're having a chat. They also might be
Nice.
spying. Oh, these two are having a chat. The dog is having a dog
Oh
talk.
no! Dog is dog.
Dog's barking at the door. The doorbell's going.
Door's open. Dog's running out, as dogs do.
Somebody forgot to close the door. He's gone.
Or never getting him back.
Yep. Who forgot to put the light on?
And they're cooking still because they're adorable like that. Skull's hanging from Stop it, Ugh. Why doesn't Scabola just like stand like over here or something?
That's an interesting question.
Oh wait, no, Oriana's over
Alright.
there. No, I forgot. I still thought I had Oriana like over here. No, not over.
So, like,
I'll
can
bowl
we
you
just
guys down
place,
the aisle. Wherever you
just move
sit
it.
as Aldrich, Dan will sit next to you. Focus on yourselves
Yeah.
first.
Let's see.
If you want to sit next to Owen, that could be arranged.
Yeah, he's got like Halfton, Rickard, and stuff, and they can scoot.
Yeah, he'll sit.
I will
next to
say
him.
the captains are sitting down first. They are the first of their seats.
Right, because their
So
table
Dark
will kind
Knight,
of
he can sit,
materialize from here to down there.
Hmm.
next
No, I
to
mean like
Sylvia.
when it gets materialized, they secure their seats immediately.
There we go.
I like how we've just got this one at the top, just like a Billy No Mates.
Wait, are they securing like strategically sound positions? Is that what that is?
Oh, what an interesting point you raise.
yeah, because
it's
like,
not as
First
if
they are.
there,
it's not as if
down
one of the
here.
most dangerous people in the universe is in the same dimension as you right now.
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
The man who has literally killed gods by himself.
Yeah, we'll leave him with the child.
Yeah, we'll just leave him, with the child, yeah.
Dude, Rickard's gotta
And
be
it's just
sweating
breathing very
fucking
heavily in the
bullets right now. This is actually a fake Rickard. Rickard's just hiding on this corner right here, just like watching.
Mhm.
My adopted son. No,
I think Alexander would contest that, but
my other adopted son. They could be adopted fathers, just from different households. Okay, so where's Tertiana sitting? There's Wolfgang. There's her. Where's Tertiana? Why the fuck can't I find Tertiana? Tertiana's over there. Hmm.
What do you mean you can't find her?
I just said she was right over there. I found her.
Okay. I just find it funny because she's directly next to you, and you're like, "Where is she?
Yeah, I'm
Where
looking
is
around the
she?"
entire table. You know how many fucking tokens there are?
Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon. That's fun. My dog. I just put him outside, and I went to take him back inside because our big dog's out there, and he's gonna bully him. And he didn't come in, and now I hear him barking. Well, he can stay out there. It's nice out.
Is that Ichabod in the stove?
It's usually in the stove. Wait.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right.
very good. Very good observation
He's gonna,
skills.
he's gonna get a burn. No.
He's a
It's not like he's
ghost.
full... No, he's not. That's racist. He's a lower.
I apologize. My so insensitive.
It's different, alright?
Different. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to,
I'll put away
I forgot
my
to mention
little
this in the
first aid kit
recap.
then.
That when we were outside talking about the seeing the marks on people, in relation to Silas and Oriana. Oriana didn't see this, but Silas did. Of just fucking
yeah.
Loden sneaking out this window and then
Oh, yeah.
scoot along the fucking edge of the house and disappearing somewhere.
I
Yeah.
remember Deet was next to Silas at that point because I remember Silas like looked over and was like, I'm gonna look up, and when I do, if something drops on me, I need it dead.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel those vibes so much. Oh my god. Oh wow.
I was like, as soon as Silas looks up, something's gonna drop on them.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong, thankfully, but
I mean, good instincts, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, Deep couldn't really see
Hmm?
anything. Deep couldn't really see anything, so
You,
Yeah.
couldn't really help you out there.
you're super quiet. Like hyper quiet.
Sorry, I'm trying to like because my
Oh, there you go.
sister's in the background. I don't want the voice picking up.
Just swallow the mic.
Yes. We'll let your organs do the
There you
talking.
Stick the microphone into your ear. That way you can hear the inside of your head.
Ah, of course, we hear the voices.
That's how
there's
you
just a
listen to
tiny
your
voice going, "Let me out!"
So
Okay.
many voices.
I think we're good.
The
I
Damon's
think
just
everyone
empty
is
piece.
situated where they need to be
He's the
situated.
candelabra.
No, it's as if he has a range of which he can help people. That's crazy, huh? It's wild.
No,
He's
he's
the
just gonna start singing
centerpiece. He's
B.
for decoration.
Yeah.
Guest, be our guest.
He's just like the candelabra, like at a Beauty and the Beast.
That's
you
what
know?
I've heard said.
He's gonna. Oh, really?